Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a quick makeup routine that I do. I wanted to show you guys kind of what I like to do on a normal day-to-day basis, not necessarily a weekend look or anything glamorous. This is usually a face of makeup that I do on the days of the week that I do wear makeup. I usually only wear makeup like 3 or 4 days a week, but this is really good for when I'm running out to do errands for the day, things like that, and I want something on my face. Don't get me wrong, this is not a just slap on some tinted moisturizer and mascara and go. This is a full face of makeup. However, it's not difficult at all, and it takes me like 10 minutes. So that's really why I like it. I'm having a lot of difficulties with lighting today because I do use natural lighting and the sun is just going in and out from behind the clouds. So there's a lot of lighting distortion going on, so I apologize for that. Anyway, I do have several videos coming up. I'm going to be filming like crazy for the next couple of days and editing so I can get a lot of things up for you guys since I will be out of town coming this weekend. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye! Okay guys, like that intro so totally did not explain to you very well. This is my easy everyday makeup routine, so let's just get started. I'm going to start with Smashbox Photo Finish Color Blending Primer. I've used several of Smashbox's primers, and this one is probably my favorite. I feel like it evens out my color a little bit. I have a lot of redness in my face, and anyway, I think I like this one probably the most out of all of their primers. Okay, now I'm going in with L'Oreal's True Match Lumi and Magic Nude Liquid Powder. I like the True Match Lumi, and it's probably a shade or two darker than what my natural color is, but I like to mix it with another foundation because it seems to be really hard for me to find the perfect color, so I like to mix foundations, and I really like the Lumi. I cannot wear it just by itself because I will seriously look like a grease monkey, but mixing it with any other kind of regular foundation usually works for me. I do like this liquid powder by L'Oreal just because I can't wear it by itself either, because then, you know, I'm going to look completely dried out. I tend to have combination skin. So mixing these two turns out to be a pretty decent formula. Okay, now I'm going in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I've tried mostly drugstore concealers. This was actually my first high-end concealer, and I can tell a difference personally, and I love it. It's my favorite. I'm probably going to run out of it pretty soon because I use it every single time I do makeup, no matter what face I'm doing. Now, I do have some blemishes going on. I've had a lot of problems with my face lately, so I'm going in with that L'Oreal True Match Concealer Stick and just sort of blotting over the few little blemishes I have and then smoothing them out with the tip of my finger. Now I'm going in with Too Faced 16 Hour Longwear Bronzer. I'm actually using this as an eyeshadow today. This is really the go-to thing that I like to do for this face. I don't want to do any type of heavy eyeshadow or anything like that, but I do need some sort of color on my eyes. So I like to go in with a bronzer that I'm actually going to be wearing that day, and this day was Too Faced. So as you can see, I'm just very lightly going in with that, just back and forth, you know, brush strokes, and just blending that as best as I can. Nothing too heavy, just giving me a little bit of color. Okay, now I'm going in with Rimmel London's Stay Matte pressed powder, and I'm using this to set my, I guess, highlight area. Of course, it's my under eye concealer, and then just around the areas of my face that I like to highlight. I did not go in with a liquid highlighter just because that's something that I would do with a heavier makeup look. This, I'm just trying to set my under eye concealer and foundation where I will not be applying bronzer. Okay, now I'm going back in with that Too Faced 16 Hour Bronzer and just moving it along my temples and the upper portion of my forehead. I seem to be having a lot of redness with this look today. I probably should have maybe put a little bit more concealer up there. That's not looking too hot. Anyway, so I'm just going along the outer rim of my face. I don't know if a lot of you are familiar, but I like to call it the three. You just sort of makes a three on your face from the upper portion of your forehead to your lower cheekbone and then down into your jawbone. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm not going to show you guys very much of this. I've mentioned before I use Anastasia Brow Wiz, and then I have a Sigma highlighting stick. Yeah, as you can see, my eyebrows are pretty much done now. It's sort of a process at times. I don't do near as much on this look as I would on, I guess, more glamorous makeup looks that I would do on the weekend. I don't like my eyebrows to be too strong with this look just because they will completely take over my face, and that's not gonna look good. So there we go. Okay, now I'm going back in with the shimmer side of that highlighting stick and just adding a bit of shimmer on the inner and center part of my eyelid and then up on my brow bone, just to give it a little bit of highlight and shimmer to that bronzer that I put on earlier. now I'm just going to blend all of that out real good with just a small little blending brush so I don't have any harsh lines. And I'm going to go in with L'Oreal Visible Lift, like blush, I guess. It's sort of a cream blush, and I know I'm not applying it the way you're supposed to apply a cream blush, but whatever. Okay, now I am going to apply my mascara. I use two different mascaras, as you can see, CoverGirl and then Benefit Real Beauty. I like using the CoverGirl because I feel like it really separates my lashes out really well before I do the Benefit. The Benefit is so thick, it tends to make my eyelashes spider really bad, so I feel like doing the CoverGirl first, it spreads them out. It's just a really good base coat, in my opinion. Okay, before I apply that Benefit mascara, I'm actually going back in with that Too Faced bronzer and a small pencil brush, and I'm just blending a little bit of that bronzer into my lower lash line to just sort of bring that color down, and so it kind of all blends well, I guess you can say. You don't want just color on your top eyelid, nothing on your bottom. It's not going to look very cohesive, and you can't really tell much in this view, but in better lighting it looked the way it's supposed to. So whoops. Yeah, I got a little bit on my skin. I'll show you how I fix that in a second. Now that little bit has had a second to dry on my skin, you want it to dry, and then I just like to go in with a small brush that might have a tiny bit of product in it and just go over that little piece and it will be gone. Now for my lips, I don't like to do very much, something moisturizing, so I put a little bit of lip balm on, and then to bring a little bit of pigment back to my lips, I love the e.l.f. Pink Umbrella color. It looks to me like a very natural pink lip, and so and it's very sheer, but it gives just a little bit of pink that my lips are lacking, so I like to do that before going in with Whitening Lightning's nude lip gloss. It was really dark and it looked like a strobe light going across my face. Okay, that's going to be all of the makeup. Let me just let my hair down a little bit here, and that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.